You ever see a woman step out of her car, uniform crisp, boots hitting pavement like thunder, and 5 minutes later, the cops who were called to arrest her are standing at attention, asking for orders? Yeah, that happened. And it all started with a hedge. Not drugs, not weapons, not some wild HOA violation, just a 4-foot hedge and one woman with way too much time and ego on her hands. Let me back up a sec. My name's Ryan Miller. I used to be Army, mechanical unit, nothing glamorous. These days I work from home, handle logistics for a shipping firm, and spend most of my time waiting for my wife, Lucia Delgado, to come back safe from wherever Uncle Sam needs her. She's a Navy commander, 8 months aboard the USS Jefferson, just returned. You'd think our little neighborhood of Red Ridge Hills would roll out the red carpet, right? Nope. Not when you've got people like Karen Brewster watching from behind lace curtains like they're running Homeland Security. Karen's 63, widowed. Calls herself Community Compliance Coordinator, even though that's not an actual thing. She's the type who reports Halloween decorations on November 1st and uses a ruler to check if your lawn is exactly 2.5 inches. For the past year, she's been obsessed with the hedge along our property line. The funny part? We got written approval for it. Signed, stamped, laminated. Want to guess who signed it? Karen. Yep. She approved it herself, probably forgot, then decided to declare war when we didn't bend the knee. So there I am, Saturday morning, porch swept clean, sunflowers in hand, heart doing backflips, watching Lucia's silver Honda roll up the street. I hadn't seen her in 247 days. I counted. She steps out, dress blues on point, duffel bags over her shoulder, smile tired but genuine. And just as I go in for the hug, I hear it. "Excuse me, you can't be here. You're trespassing and intimidating residents." Karen, clipboard in one hand, phone already dialing with the other. She's pointing at our hedge like it just threatened national security. Lucia's still hugging me, confused as hell. "I'm sorry. What exactly is the issue?" she asks, voice calm, respectful, pure officer mode. Karen cranks it up. "You, ma'am, are threatening a senior citizen and violating community codes. I'm calling the police right now. This is military intimidation." She actually says that. Into the phone, like we're in some soap opera spin-off of Law and Order, HOA unit. 5 minutes later, here comes Officer Trey Coleman, 10-year vet, solid guy. I've seen him mediate 3 barbecue-related disputes and break up a neighborhood fistfight over parking lines. He steps out, hand on holster, eyes scanning. "Ma'am, I need to understand." Lucia turns to face him, stands at ease like she's done 1,000 times before. "Officer, I'm Commander Lucia Delgado, United States Navy, just returned from active duty aboard the USS Jefferson. What seems to be the problem?" I swear to God I saw something shift in his spine. His whole posture changed like someone hit reset on his training. He straightens up, nods once, and goes, "Understood, Commander. Thank you for your service. Let me take a look at the documents." Karen's standing there with this smirk, thinking she's won. Until Lucia pulls out the HOA approval papers, signed and sealed. And Trey sees Karen's signature clear as day. He flips through the pages slowly, nodding. "Everything here looks legit and approved. Ma'am," he looks at Lucia. "No issues here. Karen, you signed this." Karen stammers, says something about different circumstances, but Trey isn't having it. He tips his hat and says, "Sorry for the trouble, Commander. Welcome home." You'd think that would be the end of it, right? But no, Karen doesn't just walk away. She declares war. That night, we find out she called an emergency HOA meeting without notifying us. Illegal as hell. Lucia, being who she is, spends the evening prepping like she's about to debrief the Pentagon. She's got files, bylaw citations, everything. I've never seen a PowerPoint look so dangerous. Next night, we show up at the community center and walk into what I can only describe as a suburban ambush. 8 homeowners arranged in a half circle like they're conducting an inquisition. Karen's front and center with her laptop and a stack of fake reports thicker than a Navy policy manual. She starts spewing nonsense, talking about unauthorized hedge height, safety concerns, military aggression, psychological manipulation of the elderly. I mean, it was performance art. She even had charts. Then, she hits the line that made my blood boil. "We cannot let one woman, just because she wears a uniform, terrorize this peaceful neighborhood. This is our community." Lucia stands, calm, straight shoulders. that voice she uses when she's addressing a room of tired sailors. Mrs. Brewster, according to Section 4.2 of the HOA bylaws, only elected officers can call emergency meetings. You hold no such position. Furthermore, all parties must receive formal notice, which we did not. Dead silence. And this, she continues, lifting her binder, is a complete record of your signed approval for the Hedge, along with audio of your original statement supporting it. Karen tries to speak, some nonsense about psychological warfare, but the room's turned. Even her allies look embarrassed. HOA President Henry Tran, who until now had been sitting quietly in the back, finally stands and says, "Karen, you've overstepped. This meeting is over." I wish I could say Karen backed down after that, but nah, she doubled down. The next morning, her Facebook explodes with a post claiming a Navy officer was terrorizing a 63-year-old widow, violating her rights and using her military status to silence civilian voices. She tags it with every emotionally manipulative hashtag you can imagine. #justice for seniors, #military abuse, #neighborhood terrorism. It spreads like wildfire. People start commenting that Lucia should be court-martialed. Someone leaks her unit info. We get emails. Her CO gets calls. And for the first time, I see her shaken. Not in battle, not in meetings. Now. "I didn't sign up to be a villain," she whispers that night. "What if they believe her? What if I lose my commission over a Hedge?" And that broke me. But just when the hate reached its peak, the love showed up. Our neighbors, real neighbors, started fighting back. They made signs, brought food, wrote letters. Even our mailman said something supportive. The local news finally picked up the real story, with footage from Trey Coleman's body cam and witness testimony from half the street. Lucia's CO called to say they had her back. The Navy issued a formal commendation. Karen? Her Facebook got bombarded with thousands of angry comments. She deleted the post, tried to backpedal on TV, and got roasted live when she said, "I don't care what ship she served on. We matter too." Yeah, America didn't take that well. And then came the twist. 3 days later, a man in a tailored suit knocks on our door, introduces himself as Mitchell Crane, urban development consultant. "Did you know," he says, "that your hedge blocks the only direct view from Karen Brewster's house to the soon-to-be-built Red Ridge Commons shopping complex?" Turns out, with that view, her house could have sold for nearly $900K. Without it, maybe $620K. Every lie, every meeting, every viral post wasn't about community. It was about resale value. She tried to bully a Navy commander over real estate greed. We found emails, memos, a whole paper trail showing she planned this months in advance, waiting until construction started before raising violations. She wanted us gone, so her sale price would skyrocket, but it backfired. Hard. Her house got labeled online as the Karen House. Buyers backed out. Real estate agents stopped scheduling showings. The church asked her to stop attending. Neighbors stopped talking to her. And when moving day came, she packed her boxes alone, in the rain, no help. Not even the movers wanted to make small talk. 6 months later, Lucia ran into her at the grocery store. Karen, looking tired, thin, older than her years, stepped forward with her eyes on the floor. "Commander Delgado, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I let money blind me." Lucia didn't gloat, didn't yell. She just said, "I hope you find peace," and walked away, strong, steady, unstoppable. As for us, we still have our hedge, our home, our honor, and a community that learned something about courage and what it really looks like. Sometimes the person who tries to tear you down ends up handing you the bricks to build something stronger. Now tell me, if that were your wife, your sister, your friend, what would you have done? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who was right? Who crossed the line? And what would you do if the HOA came knocking next? Let's talk about it.